Today marks the anniversary of the death of Solomon St. John, the 18th century poet. To mark the occasion, Felix Tantrum reads one of his poems, just as it was written in 1770.
Fam and Fooven by Solomon St. John. Fam the blacksmith tolls the bells with strong and sinewy hands. He hath lofty fart to Fooven. But alas, fee is too grand. Fooven was strolling by the stream, listening as the church bells rang. They found it sad, but not as sad as the song that Fooven sang. Suddenly, the sun came out. Sunshine always made her gay. She said, I think I'll have a swim. It's such a funny day. As Foo took off her blouse and flip and corset so that she could have a swim, Sid the Saddler spied on her, but Foo could not see him. Slowly, Foo took off her shoes and socks, and when she was undressed, sinful Sydney felt his heart a-beating in his breast. The sun shone on the silky softness of her golden hair. It cascaded past her shoulders and rested on her bosom there. His heart was filled with lust as Foo sauntered across the grass. He longed to stroke that tiny waist and that large, well-rounded calf. As Foo fled into the water, Sid revealed himself to her. He stood beside her clothing, determined not to stir. Fooven, who was slightly shocked, said, Sir, please go away. But Sydney, full of sarcasm, said, I'm here, and here I stay. Fooven picked up a saucepan, and using it to hide her feminine embarrassment, strode up to Sydney's side. First, he said, do you know what I think, you silly clot? He said, you think that saucepan hath a bottom, it hath not. The scene was set for seduction when blacksmith Sam appeared. Oh, save me, Sam, said Fooven. Sam grabbed at Sydney's beard. They wrestled and they tuffled, and their muscles shone with sweat. Sid flipped and did a somersault, dislocating his neck. As Sam held Foo in his strong arms, he felt her softly sigh. I'm yours. Feel it. Feel it with a kiss. I'm yours until I die. Now they're married and have 16 children, and they've just purchased a new pram. As I said before, there's no one who can ring the bell like Sam. Faith by E.M. Barrister. The wisest man I ever knew had a cottage outside Lou. His name was David Alexander Kidd. It was David who predicted the world would end in 1960, and for David Alexander Kidd it did. He was round his grocer's, Mr. Spicer, playing with his bacon slicer. A lovely girl, with great big knuckles, known as Sue. when the blade cut off his hand. He picked it up and ran to see the famous surgeon, Dr. Pugh. He said, "Can you sew it back again?" He said, "Of course I can, my friend. But first of all, you'll have to pay 2,000 quid. He said, "I can't afford to pay." He said, "In that case, good day. Push off home." That's what Davy did. As he passed the watermill, he glanced up at the hill to where the chapel of St. Levi used to stand. And a little farther down, he saw little farther down, who was sitting with his surplice in his hand. He was stitching up a tear and sewing with such care. David said, "Father, could you sew my hand back on?" He said, "There is nothing in God's plan that is beyond the scope of man. But first of all, you must have faith, my son." So while Faith held his thumb, David sat down while his chum stitched back his hand just like it was before. "It's a miracle," Dave cried. The priest just smiled with humble pride. Humble pride? As he saw him disappear across the moor. When Dave got back to his street, who should he chance to meet but the wicked profiteering Dr. Pugh? Dave said, "Look what faith has done for me. Ah, and done it all for free. So, Dr. Pugh, you know what you can do."
In 1443, in an area most uncouth, there lived a boy called Harold, a shy and sensitive youth, a very shy and sensitive youth.
"Oh, I know a gal and her name is Hillary. Took her for a walk down by the distillery, put her in the club and they put me in the pillory. Poor old Harry Slackbit." Gidgy then. Here, cook that over there. That's a lovely bit of muffin, eh? Oh, all that meat and no potatoes, eh? Oh, goody, I say, can Meg come out to play?
No, 3 farthings.
3 farthings? Well, we've only had 12 pints. Blimey, I thought your Squire Reef was going to start pegging prices.
You leave Squire Reef alone. He's promised to take me for a sail in his boat tonight.
You want to watch him, girl? You get halfway across Broadstairs Bay and he'll run out of wind.
No, that's something he'll never do.
You're just jealous. Because you don't know no nobles.
Don't know no nobles. My sister got Earl coming round this evening.
I bet he's not a bill-to-do.
He will be if my old man catches him.
Here, Harry.
Yeah?
Is he entitled to bear arms?
Oh, yeah, bare arms, bare legs, bare anything he likes.
Right, I can't stand here all day long. I shall repair to my chamber.
Why, has the handle come off, has it?
What's up with him?
Yeah, you don't take any notice of him. He got no sense of humour. They hanged his father this morning.
Here, Harry.
Yeah?
You coming out of jousting tournament tonight?
Now, them jousting tournaments are all fixed, tonight.
Now, look here, Lord Walton.
I don't care what Lord Walton of Kent says. I'm telling you, them tournaments are all fixed. Look, the other night I went up Kenilworth. I seen the Kenilworth Crusher versus the Black Knight, didn't I?
Yeah.
Now, there's 2 falls each.
Yeah.
Then the Knight sticks his pike up Crusher's queer ass, doesn't he? Then the Crusher kicks him in the codpiece and wins by a submission in the 5th. I tell you, I seen the same jousting tournament 3 weeks ago down Windsor. They're all fixed, mate.
Well.
Yeah, cop them 2 over there, eh? Oh, lovely grub.
Here.
What?
I don't think much of mine.
Now, there you go. You see, you're jumping to conclusions again, aren't you? That's the only exercise you ever get. Look, you're assuming that the attractive one of them 2 will go for the attractive one of us 2.
No, I think she'll go for you, mate.
Like we've got a human being for the same price. Good night. Hi, darling. Hello, love. How you going on? All right, eh? Yeah, how'd you like to be May Queen this year? I can fix it for you. I know Lord Morley and the judges.
You must be out of your medieval mind.
I'd like to be May Queen!
It must be a face. It's got ears on it.
I was Miss Bunstopper last year.
That don't surprise me.
My mum says I've got the kind of face that turns men's heads.
You don't do their stomachs any good either, do you? Well, give it back. You'll get it all wrinkled. Oh, but here, listen, I'll tell you what, Johnny, you fancy a little dance? Let's go up to Village Green, have a jig round the maypole. Or the Omen Colonial, if you prefer. I don't
Yeah,
mind.
he'll serenade you. He can sing. He can sing and play the lute. Go on, Harry. Give him a song.
They don't hear me sing.
We do?
No, you don't hear me sing.
Come on!
No, you don't hear me sing.
Oh, all right, then, if you don't
If you really want to hear me sing, I mean, that's up to you. Right, you are, then here we go.
Squire Pitt locked his wife in a chastity belt, then climbed upon his horse. But he left the key with the footman, lest he was killed in the wars. Up at the window he saw the footman waving frantically. He said, Squire Pitt, this key doesn't fit. And he said, you're telling me. Oh, monkeys, flunkies, half a ton of stew, brown tits, blue tits, a little cockatoo. Isn't that a dainty dish to set before the... Charming, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, here's me singing me.
Yeah, son.
Yeah?
I've been looking for a boy like you.
Yeah.
You've got a musical bent.
A musical bent what?
You've got talent. Those hands will one day find gold. And by the look of your nails, you've started digging already. Just stick by me and I'll make you top troubadour of the country. All you need is a group of glee singers with putting face and haircuts, a sack butt, a viola, pizzicato, and not to mention a quadrille.
A quadrille?
I said not to mention a quadrille. And pretty soon you'll be rich.
Half a man, what do you get out of it?
50% of the loot.
Oh, you're not cutting my loot in half.
Oy vey.
While his benefactor led the way, he followed cheerfully, but found that fame and fortune did not come easily.
Off you go.
Right, Sir Lou.
She is so fine, she is so fair, I'd follow my lady anywhere.
My life. It shouldn't happen to two dogs. One dog couldn't handle it. Like I showed you.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that, yeah. Hello, my name is Harry Sickman. I'm a leg, keep going like that. Number 4, and I go like this. She is so fine, she is fine, she is so fine. I'll follow my lady all the way to Memphis. Anywhere.
Oh, yeah, but...
That's good. And look, don't forget that sullen, underprivileged look. And the yodel.
Here.
And the kick in the air. And the strut. Now, not too manly, though.
Sorry.
And whatever you do, don't comb your hair. And pretty soon you'll be ready for the big time.
So Harold and his minstrel group, they travelled far and wide. They sang in bars and coffee shops around the countryside. And then at last that moment, they knew when they were come. When they topped the bill that Sunday night at the London Parade Yard.
She is so fine. Oh, she is so fine. Oh, what a fun lady. Oh, I long to hold her hand. Oh, long to hold her tight. And I long to stroke her hair. And I long to kiss the dimple.
Underneath the window.
She is so fine. Oh, she is so fine.